Hey everyone, this is Alisha Costanzo and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be writing a book review, specifically for Pride, Prejudice, and Other Flavors by Sonali Div. I'm so sorry. I think it's Div. Sonali Div. So I'm going to take you step by step on that process with me. Step 1 is to summarize, so let's get to it. So I did the second part with the first part, the second part instead of the first part first. So let's go back and actually do the summary because I think I just described all the important things like themes and characters and that type of thing. So let's go back and revise. Okay, so the next bit is to do some quotes and examples. I did a quote, I did a little bit of examples. I don't really want to get too detailed with things that I really loved from the book because I think there's going to be some spoilery kind of things in there. And I don't have access to the book anymore, so I don't have the ability to actually pull quotes because it was an audiobook and it was a library book. So just know that the writing was good. I'm going to skip this part though. The next step is to summarize or conclude my book review. So I'm going to do that real quick. So I did the last step, which was the 5 stars, but between there it says to find some other books to compare to, and honestly I don't read a lot of romance, just straight romance, contemporary romance. I have a lot of experience with retellings of Pride and Prejudice, but those are mostly in movie and like vlog format and that type of thing. I think I'm gonna have to leave it at that. But now I'm gonna actually read this thing to you, so let me set you guys up for that. Okay, so here is my complete review of Pride, Prejudice, and Other Flavors. Too long didn't read. I freaking loved it. Okay, definitely a 5 star for me. This novel, let's move you over here so I'm not looking too completely off screen. So this novel was an excellent modernization of Pride and Prejudice. Duh. It had all of the things. Pride in working hard on both sides, because both characters do work extremely hard for their stuff. I don't think that's as clear for Darcy in the original as it is in this book for them both. So it had of not amounting to enough for family, definitely on both sides, of prejudice, racial and economic, rather than just economic in the original because they were both white, and both of these characters are not white. One is Indian American and the other is, I don't remember, it's terrible, I think the Northern African, transplanted in Britain, London specifically, and then to the US, California is how I believe that worked out. You might not quote me on that part though. Anyways, there's this great part where he gets arrested for they try to arrest him for breaking into the car that he borrowed from his friend because the keys were locked in it. So there's the great scene right there about even amongst the two of them being both racially diverse, how because he's poor and a dark man, that he's getting in trouble even when she has to like pull rank almost on this dude to get him out of stuff because she still had a more privileged life because of the money and the influence of her family. So definitely a lot of stuff going on there that is very interesting. Okay, so and it has excellent tension and connection between the characters. The best bit is that Darcy wasn't Darcy. He prefers to be called DJ, and he's the Lizzie character because he's the one who does not have the economic backing. And Trisha, a top-notch surgeon, she does eye and brain surgery and all of these things, was the Darcy character, and I loved the switch between them. I did miss more of the connections between DJ and like the Lizzie type family because Trisha's the one who still had all the family members and the close connections, and he only had a sister like Darcy does in the original. So that was pretty interesting of how some parts of it were really truly swapped and other parts were not. Okay, I think I write that here. So I loved the switch. I did miss more of the elements between DJ and his family as Lizzie had in the original, but Trisha still had that element. So some things didn't cross over that gender swap, but overall it was an entertaining retelling. To give a quick summary, DJ is working for Trisha's family. Trisha is DJ's sister surgeon. Their first interaction is a disaster. Trisha doesn't date, so she's completely awkward around DJ, especially after she realizes she has feelings for him. DJ seems to hate his initial attraction to her as well because she's been so arrogant and snubbed him by calling him the hired help. It all tumbles from there, and there's this reoccurring of, do you know how much my hands are worth, because she's, again, a surgeon, and his are also valuable because he's a cook and he needs them, and it's just this, yeah, it's just interesting. Anyways, Depp's writing style was strong and immersive, like I felt in the characters the entire time we were there, and I loved it. It was amazing. 5 stars. So guys, that is my review for Sonali Dev. I highly suggest, if you like Pride and Prejudice, if you like contemporary romance, if you want to read something, looking for something with person of color representation, definitely pick up Pride, Prejudice, and Other Flavies. Pride, Prejudice, and Other Flavors by Sonali Dev. Excellent. I actually think I got her name right that time. Alright, I'm gonna end on a happy note, and I will see you guys next time. Thank you for watching. Bye!